It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the... Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson on my... Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First carry for David Montgomery. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Deron Payne there for the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. Goff to throw. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
4 down. 17. We go. 76. 76.
To throw is Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down. The defense nowhere to be found. A 4th down gain of 20.
We go tonight.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Hey, 76. 76. 76.
From the gun, it's Goff. To the outside, that's St. Brown. And he's into the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels. Right to the air goes Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
I'm not lying.
Off the zone read, Daniels gonna hang on to it. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Get it?
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Derek Barnes. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Two. 76. Tell him. 76. 76.
Here's Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Go tonight.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
3rd and 9.
What? Whirling. 12. 11. DC.
Throwing, Goff. And that is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And At this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On fourth down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Lions will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready for their second possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Daniel. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. The motion man here is McLaurin.
Ready.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Let's go now. Ready.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Lions offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. We are through 1. It's the Lions who have the early lead. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11.
Go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one caught by Patrick. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
We're good. We're good. Super. Orange. Turbo set.
Now Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
14. What's that?
Throwing here is Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Right. What's that?
Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Yes, sir.
Now, Goff. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. Now it's going to be third down. To throw is Goff. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Now here's 2nd and goal.
What? Louis. Hey, Shell. Tiger. Turbo set.
Goff. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop 3rd and goal.
Hey, lift. Hard ball. 12. What's that?
Here's Goff. He's got his big tight end. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, That's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions move further out in front. It is now 17-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down.
Some nose guards in the 3-4 defense, Mike, are just asked to take up space and eat up blockers. But not this guy. He defeats his blocker and makes the tackle. That's playing the nose guard at the next level.
To the outside, into the hands of McLaurin.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Throwing again, Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Reload.
Play action. Here's Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Check, Panther. Check. Bronco switch.
Daniels going to throw again. Now he'll run. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
That's good for the Washington Commanders.
Set up.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
Ready.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go. Check out.
Here's Daniels. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
On the jump. Go. Hey. Shot alert. Chop. Roll.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Seibert's kick is good. And the Commanders are finally on the board. It's 17-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
This will be returned from the 2. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense going to get it one final time in this first half. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to be very close to a first down. That's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Detroit. Now a signal, a timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Go tonight.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Lions are in the lead. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think